is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with another video. We're going to talk about the Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. As a lot of you guys know, Kevin Love came into this year with the extension, and it will start taking active. And he has already been injured a lot this year and missed majority of the year. And that's been a recurring theme since he's been in Cleveland, which is unfortunate because, you know, I'm a guy that liked Kevin Love, and I thought that he was one of the better players. Even though he was an all-star last year, he definitely won't be an all-star this year, and it's going to hurt his ability to make it to the Hall of Fame because of all these injuries, and the fact that he's 30 years old doesn't help either. And the fact that he only played 4 games this year make it even worse. And the fact that he had shot 32% from the field and 29% from 3, but he was still able to give them 19 and 13. And I wouldn't put too much stock, and I heard a lot of people I talked to and see, I wouldn't put too much stock because it is 4 games, and Kevin Love has to get the feel of the game. He has to, you know, get used to it. And 4 games is not a sample size of how he still plays. We haven't seen Kevin Love shoot 16 shots a game in years. And that's one thing I would definitely say. Since he's been in Cleveland, the most shots he took in the season was 14. And that was his 3rd year with the team when Kyrie Irving missed a lot of time in the beginning of the year. So we haven't got used to seeing Kevin Love as the guy. And honestly, I don't think he can ever be the guy anymore because of the injuries. He had knee injuries, shoulder injuries. It just take a big toll on your body, and you're always rehabbing. And it's just so hard to get back on the floor and play at that level when you've been out for so many games. Plus, you ain't in shape. Plus, on top of that, you got to get the feel, the bounce, the up and down back. And I feel like we didn't get enough time to see, is Kevin Love going to be able to be a 2nd or 3rd option like he was the last 2 years? Well, 3, because like I said, Kyrie missed a lot of time. He made the All-Star game that year too. But I still feel like Kevin Love was going to be an All-Star this year if he was going to be able to stay healthy. You already see the fact that he was giving you 19 and 13 rebounds and 3 assists. That's All-Star numbers right there. Plus, you know, you had a lot more time for him to get used and get back to where he was before, and that means his numbers could have been either worse because he probably never got out of the slump, or they could have just went up even higher, considering that he would have got used to getting the touches, he would have got used to getting the spots again, and he would have been able to get back to his game, and he would have got more shots inside the 15 feet area instead of always shooting the threes, which he did when he played with LeBron. He shot a lot of threes because that's what they mainly used him for, was for his floor spacing ability. But Kevin Love is a guy that can get you tip-ins, and he's a guy that can give you a lot of hustle and a lot of energy. Plus, he can always stay around that basket and give you some solid post play. He would have got more of it because he do play with a younger team, and they already traded Kyle Korver and stuff like that, so they would need him to do more, which would increase his trade value, considering that him coming into this year, he was already a person that was discussed about being traded, and that was before the season even started. That's as soon as he signed the contract, people thought it would be like the Blake Griffin. Let's pay our most valuable asset, which is a stretch four, which is hot nowadays. And the fact that he can give you the stretchness and still give you elite level rebounding is even harder to find. Plus elite level passing, that's even harder to find. So I think that Kevin Love still has some value. I just don't want you guys to go based off 4 games. His numbers are solid for 4 games. His shooting efficiency is terrible. But like I said, that should increase the more you get back into shape and the more you get back into their style of play, and you're doing it every game. The consistency plus the practice makes you get back to where you was before, or you never gonna get back where you was before because of the injuries, but you can get more comfortable. And I think that that's what Kevin Love wasn't able to do, getting used to the shot attempts and getting used to the speed and the length of the game as an isolation scorer. And I feel like that was going to come if he was able to stay healthy, which he hasn't been able to do this year, only playing 4 games. So I still think Kevin Love has some valuable trade value. I think that you definitely can get a first round pick. Um, and if they can get a first round pick in an aspiring deal, I don't see why they wouldn't do it. Obviously, you would like to get more than that, but you will probably have to hold on to Kevin Love, which ain't a bad option because the season is halfway over, and by the time he come back, they're going to still be one of the worst teams in the NBA, which means they're still going to get a lottery pick, a top 5, top 10 lottery pick, regardless. Anyway, which can help them add another piece with him and Colin Sexton, which can help you make the playoffs quicker if you can get Kevin Love having a whole offseason just to work on his body, work on his shot, and just focus on rehabbing and getting back to where he was before, and then come into the season with a new, improved, hopefully Colin Sexton, some decent role players, and a top 10 pick that can, help them go into a better direction without LeBron than they are right now. But that's a huge thing, adding the All-Star caliber player and Kevin Love, and adding a top 10 pick. That's as good as it's really going to get for a team that's going to be desperate for elite level talent. At least you have a solid player in Sexton and the All-Star caliber player in Kevin Love. So I definitely want to see what they're going to do. If you get a good deal and you know that we don't know what Kevin Love is going to be 2 to 3 years from now, and you can get something right now, you might rush like they have until January 24th to figure out what they're going to do with Kevin Love, because that's when he's going to be eligible for trade. But if you get a player or a pick that you like, I don't see why you wouldn't pull the deal. I mean, pull the trigger on that deal, because that's something that you're getting now. This is something that's guaranteed, and we don't know if his value is going to increase or decrease, considering that he is coming off injury and he is only getting older. If he doesn't play significantly better than what he did this year, which is not that much, then, at the end of the day, his value is only going to decrease. And the fact that he is on a decent contract is not a terrible overpay. Is not this contract that's going to be untradeable. He's going to be on a decent contract that's movable for what he offers. And the fact that he still is a quality starter, even if he had the injuries, his game is, he can be a role player, or he can be a guy that you can give the ball to as a second or third option. There's a lot of teams, to me, that can use a Kevin Love like player, and I think that that's going to make him a coveted asset when he does become able to be traded January 24th. And that's going to be a recurring thing that we're going to continue to see from January 24th to after, the fact that Kevin Love is going to be available. And like I said, if you can get a first round pick, and you can put that with the first round pick you get this year, plus with Colin Sexton, and then you can figure out what you're going to do with Alec Burke, Rodney Hood, and some young talent that they have on this team like Nance. You can really build a solid foundation through the draft, and Kevin Love can add to that, or he can be a perfect fit with Colin Sexton because he can space out the floor and hit pick and roll shots, which is something that they don't really have as much right now, and that would be something that can add another weapon, another dynamic to their offense, and that can make them even, give them more variety of how they can attack the defense. And right now, they are one of the worst teams in the NBA. They're the worst team in the East right now, and the fact that you only can go up from there. You're already at the bottom. You only can go up from there. That just helps to let you know that the Cavaliers could be one trade away from getting it right back on track. I still think it'd take about 2 years, including this year, to get back into a decent playoff team, even if they don't make the playoffs, just to be in a contention for one. Um, they don't look as bad as I thought they would coming into this season, and then obviously they don't have Kevin Love, so that doesn't help them either, because I was counting that he would be healthy. But I still think that this team can be a 25 to 30 win team next year, depending on who they draft, who they trade for, and who they re-sign in free agency and sign in free agency. I don't really think this team is as bad as people would have thought. And like I said, they are playing without their best player too, so that doesn't add any help to them, that only makes them worse. So let me know what you guys think. Is Kevin Love going to be one of the top 5 trade assets? Because he is under a long-term contract already, which helps because you don't have to worry about him leaving. You don't have to worry about trying to persuade him. If you trade for him, you got him for a couple years. If you trade for him, you know what you're getting right now is a Kevin Love that can only get better from here. But like I said, he is older. He is in his 30s. He has had a lot of serious injuries, but the value of getting a guy that can rebound, pass, and score from the perimeter and switch and even play and punish guys that do switch, like point guards and shooting guards that's smaller than him, and his ability to face up and hit elbow jumpers, and his ability to have hook shots and even shoot the three at a good clip, and be a great rebounder and passer. That's a valuable thing that you don't really see too many players that can give you right now, especially for a long term, because he is under a long term contract right now. So I think he's still going to have value. I think they still can get some decent pieces for him, but we will have to see what happens. But January 24th, we're going to hear a lot about Kevin Love until he's traded, because Cleveland is rebuilding and teams going to want to make a move to try to top the Warriors or even compete in their own conferences. And Kevin Love can be one of the big dominoes to fall, considering the circumstances and considering how the Cavaliers are right now. But even if they do keep him, his value only can really increase unless he has a season and career-ending injury. Other than that, he's the ideal player for the modern NBA. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Thanks for subscribing to the website. Thanks for checking it out. Also, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that's been liking on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that's been buying the merchandise. Also, check out my older videos. If you like videos like this, I do trades. I do NBA breakdown. I break down actual footage, and I also do NBA tributes. I also do free agency, NBA draft. I cover all things NBA throughout the whole season, and I really don't miss any days throughout the year. So you get basketball 24/7. Well, basketball 365 almost. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the video. I make videos like this every single day, and if you don't know, that's now you know. And at the end of the day, I enjoy making these videos. You enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis. I'm going. Let me know what you guys think the Cavaliers should do with Kevin Love.